Hey, what's going on, guys? It's T-Dog. I just wanted to let everybody know that my VOD breakdown videos are going to be back in full force. If you noticed, I was not necessarily taking a break, but they were just much less frequent. I was finishing out my season with Core and NA Challengers. We unfortunately were basically one win or one map away from making playoffs, but we're not in the relegation tournament. We've just solidified our spot in the league for next year. So I have a lot more coming out outside of just the VOD breakdown videos. And if you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch just about every day at twitch.tv/tdogwow. So make sure you guys check out the description, head to that link, and follow me there. We just hit 12K. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another VOD breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about C9 versus NRG, what went down here, what went wrong. I know I missed a lot of matches. I do have to upload a lot of old matches from the regular season, and obviously we're going to be covering all of playoffs. And when we get there, we're going to be covering all of champs. So as always, if you guys have video recommendations, things you want me to do or change, whatever that might be, please leave them down in the comments below. I read every single comment on every single video. Do not forget that detail. But anyway, let's get right into the video here. So we're going standard comp versus standard comp. The one difference that you're going to see here is the Cypher versus the Killjoy. I think that this kind of just like amplifies what side you might be a little weaker on. So for example, I'm not saying that the reason that these teams picked it, but if you are picking Cypher, you might want to bolster your defense side, right, with those like tripwires. And if you're picking Killjoy, it kind of like makes it seem that you're kind of like bolstering your attack because you have the ult to either use in rounds or secure rounds, right? You have the mollies to like make your hits stronger. So I think it really depends on the Sentinel player. I do think that Cypher has a higher skill ceiling on this map, aka he's a little harder to play, but if you have a person who understands how to play him good, you will have a lot of value with it. Where Killjoy is, you know, much more kind of like one speed or I guess one dimensional in the things that you can do. But thinking outside the box, the reason that we're going to showcase this pistol around here is because I think this is a really cool like strategy that Cloud9 have here. So if you want to look at the minimap, they're kind of going for more of like an anti-B rush, or at least a play where if there's no noise anywhere, I'm sure that they can, you know, push through B main and kill the lurker. Vanity's in a position to enable Moose, and Moose has double Molly's Hell with an alarm bot and a turret. So you're going to notice it's not door, it's not, you know, Gen, it's not main on the entrance, it's for Hell, and it bleeds onto this jump up position here, so no attackers can actually take heaven when they get into the A site. So the goal is literally to pop those mollies, lock those guys in the bomb site, and then have everybody come over and flood, which is basically your priority on the defender side, you know, if you're playing this game, is flooding. So, kind of like a slow A main control comes in here. I think some game planning is here. Maybe pinging Vanity meant something for them, but they're going to get ready to go here. Just about every single dash was paired with a flash and a dart this series. I think the initiators are playing really well. So, a lot of utility expended to get in here, and now we can just go ahead and pause. So, let's take a look at kind of like what they used to get in, right? So, we use one of the flash drives and the fragment. We use the paranoia, all of our smokes. Okay, we did use the recon, and we only have shocks. What is Cloud9 going to hit you with here? Paranoia, double flash, fragment, shocks, recon. So the goal is before you even get set up in the bomb site, C9 is going to get up in your face, they're going to jump out heaven, they're going to kill you all, because where are you going to be? You're going to be Dice, you're going to be Gen, you're going to be in the open. You can't be Hell, you can't play cover, because that's where the mollies are. It's a great zoning utility, and again, like a really cool strat. The fights, unfortunately, don't really go their way. Oxy and Rooney, I don't know what took so long for them to peek out, but you have two players leaping out, right-clicking with a classic, doing like a really good job, and then two other people, you know, not angling out in time and not getting those kills. So NRG ends up cleaning it up. They're going to begin to run away with this map that Cloud9 has notoriously kind of like thrown in the past. Starting today, a couple people have mentioned that my videos do run a little long, which I agree with, you know, with my rambling or maybe showing things that aren't as flashy or important. So I'm going to try to include some quick, like 30-second clips like this throughout the series to kind of like showcase maybe what I mean when I mean like the initiators are like playing well today and like what that meant. So just check out this bomb site hit on Vanity here. I mean, he just didn't even have a chance, right? I mean, there's just no chance. Victor accidentally smoked him so the recon didn't scan him, but let's watch that one more time. He's flashed in the wide open here. The dart is landing on good timing where he can't break it, and the target paranoia is coming through. This guy is a free alt orb for NRG. They have been using their utility really well on him, and we're going to see this multiple times throughout this series, where no matter how good of a controller Vanity is, okay, or how well he actually played this series, they put him in position specifically on this map where he could not do anything about it. Whether you're new or not, something that I do talk about this channel a lot is the importance of the bonus. What is the bonus? The bonus is the third round of the game after a team has won the pistol and the anti-eco. Okay, if you win that round with your light rifles, your SMGs, your pistols, whatever you have, you're in a really good spot to run away with the game. This is a complaint that people have had in Valorant for a long time, where it is a very momentum-based game, because when you win this bonus, you set them back on a save round, giving you another anti-eco, you know, pretty much a win, right? And now you're on this fifth round of the game where what do you have? You have a huge ult advantage, okay? So NRG are going to be able to combo these or do whatever they want to win this round, and as you can see here, Cloud9 have none online. What I do like from Cloud9 is that they're intentionally going light armor. So as you can see, they're not bought down to $0. They're on light armor in a situation like this because, number one, they know that NRG is on rifles, okay? Number two, they realize that with their loss bonus, if they light armor, they can literally buy every single round they need to, right? So they're kind of like planning for the future here, not necessarily playing for this round right now. Now, you're operating in a standard 2-1-2 setup. Op's going to be kind of like playing in mid. And then it looks like this is some sort of late landing a main knife. Obviously, this is like an anti-KOL setup that they're running here. Looks like they're doing like a little bit of a recon smoke play over here with some run-out mollies, and then Moose is going to be the one who's playing A with his utility separated for the mid and like the walk-up positions. So we're going to see kind of how they play this round with utmost, you know, importance. You know, if you win this round, you might be able to win the game if you're NRG. Smoke's going to come out cat. I'm kind of interested that Oxy decided to take like a fight so fast there.
How unfortunate for him.
Drone pings him, knife pings him, and now he has to move. Oxy kind of like fails to make a decision here in terms of where he wants to go. Where do you want to go play? Okay, B main is smoked off. I understand that. I think Vanity used it defensively. I think he was worried that they're going to pop him. He can either go back to A, and he can maybe move Zeppa away if he wants to go to Cat. You know, Zeppa go mid and play with Rooney, and then you guys can flood either side where they go. You know, he can go pick up Moose's line. I'm not sure what he should do. I'm just trying to bring up things that he could be doing, because he's going to wander back to A here, and then he's going to get taken back to kind of like mid where no one is, and the proactivity is just kind of like at an all-time low here for Cloud9. They're in a position where they're trying to react, I understand. You know, they want to not get caught out by the KO. They want to kind of be in the middle of the map and go where they are. Vanity gets a smoke off in time. He's going to get blinded again. He's looking for the dart. It's going to end up revealing him anyway. He's getting pressured in sight. No one can really come out and help. Rooney spamming. Vanity gets one. A little bit of an overextension here, but he's just trying to fight. And basically, once they get this bomb site, and once they understand the context of the situation, that the op specifically is savable, since the op is savable in market, they're going to opt to grab it, and they're just going to end up leaving, right? So Cloud9 just really, this slow start, for whatever reason, struggling to play the first map as a team. They're going to get ulted here. Positions are going to be revealed. And once they realize that NRG are interested in investing that Cypher ult, they're just going to back out and save the op for the next round. So after a nice A main hold from Zeppa and Vanity, we're going to get into the 7th round of the game here, where Cloud9 still has an operator, even though the Eco isn't the absolute best, but they're doing good. Still in this, you know, standard 2-1-2 setup, where you're going to find the op kind of like loosely floating wherever they want, and then the bomb site partners will accomplish something, whether it's Odining B main, doing damage, taking a main control, getting a wine insert, whatever it is. The thing that I'm worried about with Cloud9, in terms of Oxy specifically, this is a very big momentum and feel-based player. If this guy gets a big round on a pistol, and then he farms a couple ecos, okay, and maybe he uses his knives early and he has a lot of confidence, I don't think it's easy to stop this guy. I think that he's a top 5 player in the world when things like that are happening. However, when the game is a little slower, right, and he is trying to go to the game, but the game isn't coming to him, he's kind of like grasping for straws, and I feel that he's like a little confused in moments like this where he might not know what to do, or he feels like he needs to do something. He's in his own head about his performance. He's in his own head that he's dying to FNS, right? Whatever it might be, he's got to get past this hurdle.
The first one, like you said.
Mid one smoke is going to come through, and now watch Oxy get enticed by this. Sitting in it with a shorty. No one's even in a position to come off Cat and help him. Right? They're not like doing a mid fight. There's no dart coming in to help him. He cannot be enticed like this and walk up to this position. Perfect pop flash from Ishan. Free first blood. Market dart comes in with a cage. There's no real resistance here. They're going to speed up into this split here. Zeppa's ult is a little late. Dart comes into sight. Crashy's just making everybody dance in sight. Rooney body blocks Moose, gets him killed. And now left in a 2v3. Vanity's kind of out of the round here. Zepp is immediately going to start, clearing market, seeing if anybody's playing far forward. If Vanity can get a kill, maybe they're going to speed it up and try to retake. But other than that, they might just try to save the op here.
Almost a phantom moment. He's good.
2v2 situation. Zepp on 1 HP. I kind of want to call it unwinnable. Vanity does have his blind. If Zepp got that kill there, that would have been a really good spot. Both positions are revealed. Watch how NRG stays together here. Play this really well. Ethan peeks on timing before the smoke blooms on the bomb, and NRG get their 6th attack round of ASCENT. We did talk at the start of the video about how Cypher is, a little better on defense than he is on attack, but what I will tell you on attack is using his camera in positions like tiles or top mid, even B main, if you can take away spots where the opper might be, it can kind of influence decision and give you like a good kind of like read on like what's going on rather than having a killjoy turret somewhere, right? So if we're camming B main and we don't see the opper, we kind of know that he's somewhere in mid or he's passive opping A. If we're cammering tiles and it's holding cat, we know that he's not opping cat, so we can invest a smoke in mid 1 rather than cat, right? And NRG, we're just gonna showcase a round where they're just doing like a really good job with just like playing with momentum. They know that they're up. They know that they're playing better right now, and they're really not going to give these guys any space. So another flash dart into market here. Crashes his position a drone. No resistance again. They're just going to speed up on their mid to be hit. Oxy randomly angling out while Rooney cowers in the bomb site. Got to get on the same page here because Vanity is in a spot where he can omen ult. Oxy needs to either fall back into the bomb site with Rooney, set up some sort of crossfire, do whatever he needs to do, let Vanity ult and help them, or if he's going to stay up, Rooney needs to commit to staying up with him. Help him, trade him, whatever it might be. Get a smoke B main and focus on market. It's so free. There's no stopping power on any of these bomb sites. If Vanity isn't at their bomb site, they're just going to lose. Off the Cypher ult, knowing that Vanity was back site, they tried to go back to A there, but they see that he canceled. They resmoke spawns. Epic gets killed on timing. Rooney's isolated in the bomb site. I don't even think he's going to get one here. Yeah, just another free site and another save for Cloud9. Just not on the same page. So getting into ICEBOX here, we have a cool comp come out from, Cloud9. This was something that Leviathan ran before, also Crew. So instead of the KO, they have the Sova, but they have this Gecko and Reyna kind of like combo here. So you have your eye, and then you have your Dizzy flying in the air. Which one are you going to shoot if you're a defender, or an attacker, like whatever the context is. So this double flash is what I'm trying to say is very, very good. This Reyna with the new dismiss speed is very, very good. The Empress with unlimited time is very, very good. If you can get a player like Oxy to play Reyna on your team, you definitely want to, specifically on a map like ICEBOX where literally anything goes. This is the worst map in tactical FPS ever. We're going to see a 2v2 situation here where Oxy just barely kind of like misses out on like a clutch attempt here, but it was still played well. He's going to angle out here. His position is known. Still just kind of jiggling, looking for a fight. Finds Ethan. Crashies is kind of unknown. He throws a blind here to keep the eyes on him. This entire time, Moose is flanking. 2v1 situation here. Moose peeks, doesn't get the kill, but Oxy's actually going to be able to walk up here, kill Ethan, but the mistake that he's going to make is he isn't going to use the soul. As soon as he gets this kill, he needs to be souling straight to the bomb. It's a speed buff, right? It's literally a speed buff. He needs to be souling to the bomb, get on the bomb. He's going to end up running. He didn't even take his knife out instantly, and he's going to end up missing this defuse. And to be honest, I'm proud of Oxy and Cloud9 for being able to come back from moments like this, because this is not the only situation we are going to see botched on this map and the next map. So a .1 defuse miss out gets NRG their second round. And again, this is just the beginning of the tomfoolery that's going to start happening. So NRG have a game plan here knowing that Cloud9 like to poke. They know they like top pipes. They know they like this lower position, sometimes even getting up jail or anything like that. They are not interested in letting them play how they want. So they've created this little bit of a game plan here where they're instantly burning Victor's dash with a pop flash and a dart over there, and he's instantaneously getting out on this like wide or kind of like rafter belt position, whatever you want to call this, and he's angling out in those spots, right? So pretty cool idea here. Definitely something that can be used. And again, just watch how fast fast this happens. So within a couple seconds, he's already out wide here. That top pipe position is clear, and they kind of know in this moment what this setup means for Cloud9, right? I'm sure this is like a big part of like their game plan anti-strat. Okay, they were heavy B or they were heavy mid. Let's get into the bomb site. Let's speed it up, right? It's just going to be Killjoy anti-plant here. I'd like to see Moose play this with a little more confidence. I feel like he's kind of like pussyfooting around this. Is he going to commit to be in the spot where he can just stand there and kill someone running in, or is he going to angle out and take the fight on Victor? Because he kind of like shows his shoulder, goes back, gets scared, drops. Victor updrafts, goes for a kill with his knives, thinking that he's by himself and he's going to get put in the 5v4. The jail pit is going to be used. You know, what's the jail pit? The jail pit is just a lineup that's thrown around this slant area that leaves you a pocket in jail, right? So there's all that gas on the bomb site, plus on the bomb, and some can hide in there, right, where people can play in front of him and make sure he can't die, okay? This is going to be a nice push here from C9, okay, and kind of like a little lazy from like the backside players here. You're not being able to call to flip this. I don't think that FNF knows that it's just 3 yet. I'm pretty sure he knows 2, but I don't know how like interested I am in like fighting this. I think they didn't make them work hard enough. Oxy for it with a 2-for-1, make it 3. Zeppa trying to trade, dinks FNS. FNS is pinned down. They kind of lost him for a second. They find him. Zeppa cleans him up, gets his ult. He's going to use Thrash. And now, Cinema. No one gets on the bomb. No one is problem solving where he is. Zeppa has 1 bullet in his Vandal. He has to take out his Classic. And Sam gets an all-time Valorant trailer 1v3 against them. I mean, you just can't make this shit up, bro. Vanity and Oxy were really shooting this series. I know this was like a little personal for Vanity. He did not want to lose this game, and he wanted to be the one to send them home. But getting online like this just makes the game hard. Imi had to burn his timeout on round 6. Last game he had to burn his timeout on round 6. He definitely doesn't want to do that anymore. Look how hard Vanity's face checking this. He's not giving up shit for free. He knows Oxy's out yellow. He baited for him. He looks for the mid walk through, kills Som. Another insane shot onto Victor. Oxy with a double flash, shit shot on Ethan, coming off of 3K last round. FNS, all he can do is kind of jump up here and go for a gunfight. Ends up killing Moose, surprisingly enough. 3v2 situation here. Zeppa immediately telling Oxy to peek this guy and trade him out, using that man advantage. Rooney has his back, and Cloud9 is slowly starting to come back here. So we have a situation here with the bomb down in the Viper's ult. A forward player, okay, good amount of utility still left. Molly, Shocks, 2 off Sovalt, Fragment. I'd call this unwinnable, to be honest with you. I don't necessarily think that it's just Reyna who does this, but I definitely think that it enables it. This is kind of like what I'm talking about with like the strength of this agent being run on this map. So Thrash is going to come in here, force people out of the pit. Vanity's going to come into the bomb site. He's going to go over 0, not get traded. Look at Oxy here, just angling out and starting to look for kills. Rooney, big kill onto Victor, kind of getting punished angling out there. Oxy gets one, jumping in the pit, getting a kill, killing Som, a 3K. I think that Crashies thought he killed the diffuser there, so he backed up. But I mean, he needs to be ripping this ultimate. He needs to be ripping this ultimate. I don't understand why he wouldn't invest it in a situation like this. He has the time. Let's go ahead and watch this up more from like Crashy's POV. So Moose ends up body blocking a little bit for the shock here. Rooney goes down to 1 pulse of an ult. Zeppa's in the open. I mean, he's got to be ripping it, right? He's got to be ripping it. This secures the round, no? Whether this bomb was halved or not, if you kill the diffuser again, you're going to win. So another kind of like mistake from Crashies here. We haven't seen this guy in form at all this season, to be honest with you. Even with that 1v2 against Crew on Sunset, that wasn't like a vintage Crashies like thing for me. That just looked like Crew didn't know what they were doing, and you know he just killed them before they killed him. And again, just like confusion. And a free round for Cloud9. Not really sure what's going on there, how he let that happen. So NRG are now against the bonus. They brought out an operator. Cloud9 doesn't really have the best buy. They're going to be going for kind of like a B blitz play. They're going to be going fast here, try to get the bomb down and play a post. NRG, just another kind of like lackluster approach to the situation. Sam is going to be playing far forward here. He's going to be breaking any utility that's coming out for Victor to go for a kill. He does a really good job of doing it, and this round starts actually really good. Someone peeks just a second after the drone because Victor was hiding. Oxy goes down. Zeppa really taking the space here. Gets a double trade for Oxy. Victor takes him out, dashes out of time, he has to go away. Like, okay, like what's the situation here? Do we kind of like know the count of what's going on? We absolutely do, right? Killjoy is like the missing player, even though he's like expelled some utility, they don't really like know about him. They know about the Viper Molly, they know about the Sova util. Okay, they know that two are here. I don't know what FNS is calling in a situation like this to make them freak out as much, but he is. Everybody immediately turns to Orange in this situation, saying that Orange is open, he could have got through, he could have got through. So Victor sees the wall drop and he has to go look at his back. Why are you looking at your back? Crashies has it. Look forward. And if you're going to look at your back, Crashies, I guess, can angle out top sight. I don't understand. I don't understand who is saying what in a situation like this for this freak out to happen on this bomb site. It's unacceptable. Like, actual playoffs and career on the line right now.
Great shots from Victor here to even it out.
Free bomb site walk in. Crash is in a position to potentially make a play here. FNS angling out, baiting for him. He gets one. He's going to drop immediately. Get another. Now this is something that I just can't even fathom, like how he lets this slip. If you are in a 1v1 against FNS, just pick an off angle. Just pick any off angle, and then he's going to wander forward and die. It's happened multiple times this season. I mean, I can't believe he isn't ready for Vanity to take a fight when Vanity is on 1 HP like this. There's no game plan, there's no anti-strike, there's no tendency. There's nothing that tricks your mind into thinking something else. This is inexcusable how terrible this was played. FNS, with 30 seconds left to defuse the bomb, is literally Yoru cloning forward. He's literally Yoru. He's doing the Rick Ross emote running forward right now. Full audible. Vanity gets to angle out and kill him. What is this gunfight? Moving while he's shooting, it's like it wasn't even trying. It's so confusing, bro. And this was actually like such a balls to the wall like call from Cloud9, and I love it. I mean, NRG should have won this map already, by the way, if they didn't just fumble their attack so hard with the amount of rounds that they were gifted. But Cloud9 are starting to kind of like amount to come back here. They end up getting stopped a little bit now. Ults and economy are in play here. Vanity is just like, let's go. Let's just invest all of our ults and let's just go and let's just win this round. I mean, it's actually just insane that they like pull it off and they believe in themselves this much. I love it. So they're going to go for an insta-drone tag play here. Rooney's going to go up here. If he gets a tag, he's going to rip his ult off of what he sees, right? Scaling is good. Flashes are going to come in. They're going to send Wingman to plant, and they're going to go. What's FNS going to do? He's going to scramble ults, okay? What is a scramble ult? An ult that's used to reset a situation, not necessarily to get value anywhere. He's not trying to detain 5 people when he does this. He's trying to scramble them, and he's going to try to reset them back and screw them over because this is a big win condition for him, right? They're just going to try to scramble ult and stop the plant here. Rooney's going to end up using his ult to break this. Wow, Zeppa moshes it. And funny enough, I think the broadcast will go to it in a second, he actually missed every pulse but one. So Rooney actually almost missed this ult here. It does get broken by the mosh, thankfully, because he did hit it once. They're getting ready to run in here and plant the bomb. Vanny's going to invest his pit with Moose investing his Killjoy ult. So they can't really flood on this time with this Rafter Orb. Zeppa is going to fall. I feel bad for Zeppa, bro. He's just planting the bomb this game and getting screwed over. Reminded me of Drone on Mad Lions. 4v5 situation with a shabby buy. Pit's down. How are we going to play it? Wall's going to go up. They're going to start scaling out here. I think the pit is probably the last thing that you want to go into. They need to clear out like the maze and the pipe area, and that's what they kind of start doing here. Moose gets a nice kill on Tassam. FNS gets a kill on Spam. Moose gets caught out. Now a 2v4. Now we just need to slow it down, right? We need to call that the Viper doesn't have a molly. We need to go slow, right? We have 30 seconds to defuse. Nah. Sorry, chat. We needed to run in there. We needed to run in there with our knives out and then go let them kill us all. Right? No sort of protocol, no sort of patience. It's just sad. What do you want to do against a fucking Viper's ult, guys? You need to swarm it, okay, from all sides. And it needs to be all at once, okay? You don't want to do something where you go in one place and then try to shift walk in others. It's not good, right? You want to go in at the same time and you want to take away positions, okay? First things first, this little gen position, right? Get rid of this. Get rid of this with a guy sitting on the outside and a guy sitting on the back. Okay, when that's good, When that's good, now me on low HP, whoever I am, Victor with my shorty, whatever it is, I'm down for him to throw his little smokes like in corners, right? Just take away spots, right? Make them panic, cause chaos, jump out in the open. And if he is going to jump out in the open, everybody get the fuck away from him because he's going to get spammed. You know, what are you surprised about? Oxy gets a free 2K here from a lineup. He doesn't even see the people he's killing. It's that easy. The game was over right there for NRG in that 2v4. They were about to win and move on to keep their playoff hopes alive, but they shit their pants. So here we go. Playoff chance on the line, 12-10. Ole, 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 ole. Okay, whatever. NRG has the op-out still. They have 2 ults still, okay? It's going to be okay. Vanity is going to make an excellent call here. He's 5 committed everywhere he's went this entire half, specifically with ults. Okay, he's going to spread it here. He's not actually going to fully commit here. They're actually going to break off and they're going to separate here. Oxy angling out in mid with his Empress, right? Just looking for kills, seeing if they can punish somebody running down. Look at the shift here from NRG, right? They're kind of interested in this. They're like, yo, you know, they might be there. So Vanity's going to break off. Moose is going to come with him. They're going to clear out all of B main, and they're going to find out where the op is. Didn't peek under boiler, or under tube, didn't peek from tube, didn't peek boiler. Okay, he's either A or B, right? Op found, really good. Watch what the op being found, watch the speed that's picked up from this lurk here, and look at the context of the 8 players. Vanity is working these guys right now and embarrassing them. Victor revealed, trying to run away, is going to get killed. Sam is going to get his ult press. He's going to call for help over here. Crashy's trying to get into a position to ult. He starts ripping it. He's now solo faking. Oxy's just full alone here. Barely lives by Ethan. Both flashes invested to kill him. FNS in mid. 85 bullet spray for 1 kill. Finally gets away. Crashy's with a great cutoff here. Bomb down. Reset the situation. Get on the bomb. Don't give it up. Oxy really lazy here. Just did not take his time in this moment for whatever reason. Thought he was the one who needed to be the hero in this round, specifically with this bomb dropping. Moose with a nice timing kill onto Crashies. Help me understand what's going on here, NRG. Crashies, are you going to go out to the bomb and protect it? If so, you need to drag Ethan by his ear. Get your ass over here. We're playing for this right now, right here, right? Ethan, go with him. Go with him or tell him, no, I can't. Because you're just throwing. You're just throwing in a situation like this. Sam again getting this free kill onto Oxy here, who's going to wander away in a second. Moose is going to kill Crashies. I remember listening in the comms video how surprised Vanity was when he died by Ethan there. Moose is left in a 1v2. Girlfriend flown out, family in the crowd. I mean, this guy was set up to win it. Ethan plays this initially great. He's pressuring Moose and he's not letting him get the plant down. Right? He's sitting here and he's waiting, making sure that he sticks it. He understands where he's stuck. Now this, okay, I'm not going to sit here and act like Ethan's the best player in the world. I think he's very good, but I don't see this guy make mistakes a lot. Okay, his fundamentals are very good. He knows how to work with people. He knows that it's a good thing. He knows that it's a good habit. Okay, and he tries to execute it. This was crazy. This was crazy. Swinging from a vine like Tarzan, free kill. 1v2 for Moose. And I mean, it's so bad that we're going to go into the VOD here and we're going to listen to what they were talking about. That's how bad it is.
That guy's on. He's 20 seconds.
20. He has to go A. He has to. Just hold him.
Yeah, just play.
Tapped, I'm just holding. Okay, just play. I'm coming screens. Back sight.
Hell. I don't see him left. Hell, stuck.
The IGL is in microwave. No one is helping. No one is saying keywords. No one's slowing it down. Dude, that's literally something I could complain about in my ranked games. Are you kidding me right now? I'd be sitting here talking to my chat, flaming whoever this was working with me in the clutch. Bro, you just jumped at him? It's a 2v1. Just fucking wait. Ethan has the element of surprise, okay? I think it's okay for Ethan to risk sitting up top sight in the position that he was in, maybe holding this runaway over here, or maybe just holding for the rope to go up, right? And what Sam can then do when he gets to screens is exactly what he did. He can jump spot and he can look left, right? If he finds him left, Ethan might be able to come out and backstab him, right? If he doesn't find him left, then they can come out screens and they can work together. Okay, he probably walked here. Okay, he's probably there. Whatever it might be, slow the situation down. How are you playing this at the disadvantage? How are you playing a situation like this at the disadvantage and not the advantage? Are you nervous? To be honest with you, I can't really break down what this is. To me, it looks like comfort to me, it looks like after trial and error, someone has said like they can't play breach or they don't feel comfortable playing breach, so they're playing around it. And they're playing to their strengths, which I actually like. You know, they're not forcing things, or they're not sitting there, you know, just belittling someone, forcing them to do something they don't want to do. This puts players in positions where they're confident and they can play with confidence, and that can be a really good thing. I think the main thing that we're going to run into here is just the retaking with the double controller. So you have like, you know, different types of aggro smokes that you can throw like on this map to scare people on defense, potentially make them waste utility, you know, whatever that might be. NRG are still sticking with the neon here. This is definitely a comfort thing for Vic. I don't necessarily think that he's bad at raze. I think raze is one of his better agents actually, but I just think that he likes playing this specifically. So they've cooked up a standard B hit here with a shock to break the trip. C9 are going to be in a position where they can retake. Again, they have that double controller, you know, power to retake with. Rooney did also invest for the metal this round, so they can metal nade, right? Anything like that is like really good. So we'll kind of see how it's played out, and we're going to watch NRG extend into spawn and kind of break down why that's really good here. So the biggest mistake you can make in bomb sites in this game is when you get them, you just sit there and you cower, right? You need to understand the context of the situation that you're in, right? So again, just think about how hard it is for Moose to play with trips here. The drill is going here, breaking any trips that go like this or on the entrance. The fade prowler is going through main and to this default position, activating any trips, making sure Victor doesn't get, you know, fucked over by that. Dart's going back site. Great. You don't want to just sit back site here and do nothing. And the reason you don't want to do that is because the bomb site is empty, right? What does that mean? The enemy's playing retake. Okay, if they're saving all their utility, how are we going to get in front of it? Are we going to push spawn? Are we going to push market? Are we going to re-wrap? Okay, these are kind of like your top 3 options here. Okay, and again, we're going to see NRG get on that very fast. These guys solve problems very quickly. It's impressive. Before the bomb is even getting planning, we're venturing into spawn, exactly how it should be. Peeking with a flash. Oxy's going to die first, dealing 90 to Victor. Moose can't get the trade just yet. Flashes are going to come through. Rooney gets a nice trade and an overheal. Now he's 150'd. Flash is going to come through, jumping through at the same time. Vandy with a nice 3K. FNS down in a 1v3. I believe in the comms video they said it's FNS run at him. So confidence for Cloud9 is high here, and that's a really good flood retake, something you're going to see a lot, you know, on this bomb site. So a really confusing approach from Cloud9, and after seeing some of the stuff at the start of this game on this map, I didn't know if they were going to be able to close it out. Okay, we're going to go for a simple A-line contest here with like a flash and a Roomba and a one-way. Okay, NRG are going to meet us here, try to take elbow from us and do a 2-part exec where they use rechargeables, right? And C9 are going to try to refight with this Clovolt, and it's going to be ugly. The Victor has elbow control here. Stun is used, he's all the way through. He gets flashed, he backs up. They burned such a large amount of utility left. I mean, look at what's left for Cloud9. They have a nade, they have the metal, they have no flashes left, they have no wolf left. I mean, this is really, really good for them. And there's no aggro camera, there's no aggro position. They don't actually know if they could be leaving or if they're just pausing. So because of that, they're going to have to angle out short, and they're going to have to take a fight. It's going to get ugly fast. We're going to fast forward a couple seconds here. Okay, see on the timing here, we're trying to walk up, right? Rooney, for whatever reason, somehow this guy is baiting with a Clovolt. I don't know how it's possible. He was in the front, now he's not. It's miraculous, the talent this guy has in a setting like this. I don't know what he's doing. He's backed up and holding. I guess they like had some indecision here and didn't want to go. Now Rooney's in the front, thank God. Oxy's sitting over there getting ready to delay. Not good. Pick one side, fight it. Slowly angling out, no flash to use, nothing like that. Zeppa's now looking at elbow because Rooney has this. I don't know anymore. Was this supposed to be a refight? A re-clear? Because that's what it looked like at first. Okay, so now that it isn't, abandon this idea and go make a triangle in the bomb site. Okay, pick 3 spots to play and peek off of each other. Make one side strong, make one side weak. Are we going to play for elbow or are we going to play for short? What's so hard about this situation? I don't understand. So now it's the util starts coming out. They freak out and run over there. Rooney dies, reses, gets tethered. Oxy goes 2 for 1 here. FNS gets a 3K, throws the hat, 3v2 situation. Moose trying to flood out, gets caught off before the ult pings. Vanity left in a 1v3. This is a really good thing to do in this post plant, by the way, where we're going to see Ethan do here. He's doing a silent jump spot. and he can look at the spawn run out, and he can look at the short run out from this position. Okay, so this is a really good thing to do. What I will advise to you is to not just run to this position in the post plant, okay? When they have a raise nade, when they have slows, when they have mollies, when they have shocks, okay, whatever it might be, it's going here, okay? So when you see agents like Omen or Cypher alive or Sky, this is a really, really strong position because they can't force you out of it, right? You're not like a sitting duck if you get forced out into the wide left or the right. So terrible coordination from Cloud9 there, and a really easy round for NRG. So discipline, really big thing at this level. Discipline, being able to play out situations properly or abuse advantage. Okay, I need to see it from players on this team like Oxy and Rooney specifically. This team does have an explosive amount of firepower. I'll be honest with you. Their support players are Zeppa, Rooney, and Vanity. Vanity is, an IGL that can shoot. He's a really good read on the game. He can shotgun. He can op. Okay. Their sentinel player is Moose. Okay. Very high firepower player. Understands the way he likes to play the game, lurking and defending bomb sites. And again, their duelist is Oxy. Okay, this guy was literally picked up because of how good he is at shooting. TLDR, they got it down shooting-wise, right? Now it's about the fundamentals and the application of them. This is a perfect example of it, right? Oxy has perfect timing on a walk push here. He misses, gets a tap, boom. I'm satcheling away. I'm going left. I'm out. I'm out. One more mid, right? 4v2 situation. They can plant the bomb. They can do whatever they want. We are up 4v2. Decides to linger, hold, whiff, 3v2 situation. Now, unfortunately, they don't actually know the damage that's done onto Ethan here. So Rooney was the one who put him down to 7 HP here, did 143 on the runaway. Sam is going to linger in this position while Ethan plants the bomb. Ethan can move over with his flashes and stun. Zeppa running out, looking to get a trade. Sam does a lot of damage, and now they sit and hold, which I really like. Sam is going to throw a smoke and TP away. This is an easy spam for Moose. Just spamming high ground positions here. Ethan's thinking about using this flash as misdirection, but doesn't want to reveal a position that he's in. So he's going to immediately walk out into an off angle and start playing to just win the round. Now this is just crazy. Okay, this is just literally insane. We're going one step too fast. Moose isn't done holding the rewrap yet. He just got here. Okay, now that we're in sight, what do we have, right? Obviously, we don't have like a flash or anything like that. Zeppa's on 1 HP. He's going to sacrifice himself. This is a very common thing for a 1 HP player to do. Is he's just going to jump out in the open with a classic trying to right-click you, right? And then his teammates are going to be behind and they're going to be ready to trade. So Rooney is the trader in this situation, okay? Understand that. Understand that Rooney's job right now, when Zeppa dies, is to instantaneously kill Ethan, whether he knows how much HP he's on or not. Because you kind of have a train in that regard, right? So Ethan has a 1v1 versus Zeppa. And if he wins it, he has a 1v1 versus Rooney. Oops, sorry, wrong letters there. He has a 1v1 against Rooney in this setting, right? And if he wins that, now he has a 1v1 against Moose. Theoretically unwinnable, right? You're intentionally playing for a trade. There's no utility or cheese that he can use in a situation like this. Zeppa falls. Rooney is jiggling. Moose is peeking before him. And Ethan is going to win a clutch on 7 HP. It's just unbelievable. It really is. Another excellent call or read here from Vanity. If you guys haven't been paying attention or you didn't see this game, a smoke is being thrown in this position, I think popularized by EG and Superman. Vanity has been contesting this position alone every round. He is ready for NRG to come back and try to get him, okay? So he's going to call a trap here with Rooney's ult, right? And Oxy's nade, and he's one off rocket as well. Oxy needs to bait in this setting, ensure that he gets a kill on a low HP player, right? Whether that's using his nade or just cheesing someone and then getting ready to use his rocket. Again, we're going to see a disjointed, just bad coordination there from Cloud9. Drill is in position to break the trip. Falling smoke lands. They're going to kind of like change what they want to do. Camera's going to come through. They're going to peek on the break of it. Rooney angling out by himself. Vanity has already left. There's no blind. Oxy doesn't have his nade out ready to go. Rooney's going to die. Oxy's going to panic and peek. He's going to whiff on a blind player. Rooney forms on the other side, trying to work with Oxy. Vanity's out of position and able to help. He's not even going to be able to get one. I think this was Vanity's smoke that he threw. Trying to hold the angle now. Easy 5v2. He's going to get ulted, try to TP away and live. Going for a little bit of a spam here. Ends up dying. And now this just needs to be a save. This is just an unwinnable situation.
Yeah,
Cloud9
maybe
have
run
to
away
stop
from moves.
falling and tripping
So,
over themselves. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I hate to beat on the guy, but I mean, I can't not include this in the video. What you know what FNS kind of reminds me of lately is Joe Biden. For whatever reason, he is just like failing like basic motor functions or just like the average cognitive ability of just like playing the game in terms of like shooting and moving. And I mean, this is just an awesome moment to see, like the observers caught. He's actually going to see an ankle trip. Okay, he's going to try to silent jump it to get past it to make a play, and then he's actually gonna trip over it, get activated, and then they're gonna triple swing and kill him, and then NRG are gonna lose the round because of it. It's just so funny, bro. So it seems like a part of the protocol with running this double controller comp, Rooney has been using this smoke. Almost like he's kind of like playing Viper in this setting, where he's like orbing something off or walling this, and they play around it. And he can tell Vanity or the pack to either move faster or slower based on what this smoke is getting, right? So if they're re-clearing it with flashes and stuns and prowlers, they know they can probably explore top mid, or they can go into a B split quick, you know, whatever it might be. And we're going to see that like a little bit here, and NRG are going to do a really good job of staying composed, staying together, and having a really nice retake, specifically through B main. Obviously, all of us here know how problematic this bomb site is, right? Getting the bomb down, and then everybody's sitting back here and just spamming it. You know, NRG have game plan to that, and they're ready for it. Sam's going to get pushed off, has to use his paranoia. Clock ticking here. They still know that A is good. Zeppa's trying to push them back and, you know, make it to where they don't have this information, but there's nothing he can do about it, so he's going to read that information to Vanity, who's going to call to speed it up. Let's get ready to go. Rooney's out. They hear him rotating. ETL's going to go in. 5v5 post plant. Not much to work with here from Cloud9. No real ults online, nothing like that. They're not going to push spawn on good timing, at least. They kind of just throw a one-way and back up. And look at NRG here. Totally have them circled. Anti-aggro spawn, ready to punish pushes. Victor gets a 2k contact kill. He's going to end up running it down here with a lot of, you know, helping utility. Full running slide kill onto Zeppa. I mean, like I said, this guy did not get to play this series. Oxy gets caught out. 5v1 situation for Vanity. Can kill FNS, but that's it. And now we're down to 5-12, and the game should be over. But we know what's coming. I mean, I do need to break down this clutch from FNS as well. I don't think... Okay. Cypheralt's going to come out from Moose. Position's going to be revealed. He's kind of like audibly running here, getting scanned a second time, intentionally trying to get someone to swing, right? So, you know, good attempt at the start. Now that your position is revealed, does he expect like a 3-2-1 swing to be coming out here? I know he doesn't know where Rooney is. Rooney has the Clovalt, which gives you a res when the bomb is down. Makes total sense that this player would be playing first contact rather than the Cypher who ulted the body and elbow. As you can see the blue, right, we can tell where the ult came from, right? That's the blue X. He knows the Cypher's at least an elbow. So he then wanders out into the open and dies to the contact ult. No one is peeking this, okay? Care, danger, danger, danger. Care, someone holding out in the open here, right? Holding the cross. You're probably pinned down. I don't know. 6-12. They still can win. From an outsider perspective, I just think that a setup like this is an anti-rush setup. I'm sure Crashy's is trying to maintain information on this line. If he needs to, he can tether, right? And he can live. He won't get caught. Just needs to care like the Clovalt and getting caught out by that. What I didn't see NRG do enough of in a 6-round lead was take risk. They were so scared and playing to not lose that it fucked them over round after round after round. We're up 6-12. I'm literally fine. I'm literally fine with Vic being in this position opping, right? And us actually going to 4A/top mid. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I don't think that shift walking into market is possible silently if you're one-weighing it as Omen. On top of the fact that Sam has a player tendency of playing on top of this box, right? So theoretically, right, within reason, we should be able to conjure some sort of, you know, maybe setup like this, where we're playing 4 people A with the opper on B, and we're cycling a one-way here, right? this is a gamble. You are allowed to take exaggerated risk when you're in the big lead. Do you understand? What are you going to lose, right? 1 round? Okay, you have 6 more. You don't want to play to win this map like it's a scrim, okay, where you win 6 to 18. You want to win where you just get to 13 rounds. Let's get to 13 rounds, right? These guys are contacting around. They're doing this pushy-pulley shit, okay? If they want to do that, let's gamble a little bit. Let's take some risk. No. We're in a stick setup, 1-1-1-1-1. Again, it could be anti-rush. I understand that these ults are online. Not trying to shit on them too hard, but they just don't even give themselves a chance, I feel like. Rooney jiggling out here, has to burn the tether, doesn't hit him. Slowly angling, just taking his time. Vandy's going to throw a top mid smoke, trying to bait it. Crashy's going to get caught out with utility. Disturbingly lazy. There's no one way on his left to help him. No one's there. They're just watching him play. I don't know why that's happening. Moose with a perfect timing peak. So 1v1, 1v1. Who's next? Who wants to step up to the plate next? Either one of the streamers. Go ahead. Go ahead and take a swing at it, guys. Whatever you think is good. Rooney is able to snowball the Clo vault here. Didn't even have to use it this round. FNS and Sam are trying to peek together here. She gets one tap, didn't even have a chance. And then they're going to go safe. So, you know, not a bad attempt from NRG. Let's see that a couple more times. So another kind of protocol that this comp offers is if people are contesting the elbow position, right, the short A position, and they're not letting you get out in the open, you know that their top mid to A is weak. Okay, so Cloud9's going to attempt to expose that here and do a really good job on it. Wolf is going to come out from Zeppa. He's going to call not just one. Okay, no, he didn't see Neon, sorry. Just one person here. Crashies is hard fighting. This is a player tendency. If this is Crashies by himself, he throws a tether on the ground and then he sprints away. Okay, he isn't doing that. That's sus, right? They know that they're fighting for it here. Stun, Neon comes through. You have a 3 count. Speed up is going to happen. Really nice job from C9 not making noise. Moose kind of getting like caught out here. A little lazy, but I mean, look at that kill feed. Understand that the kill feed is time-based. This guy just instantaneously got a 4K. And I got to show the replay on it. I got to show the replay on it. Look at this guy, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, lights out, bro. So the flood retake is here for NRG. They have the chance to win the game right here, right now. Cloval online, nothing really too scary over there. We have Fade ult. Victor has activated the Neon ult here, and he's just going to try to go crazy. I think on behalf of the amount of damage that he does here and the fact that Oxy is dead, I think that they're going to try to play to win this round now. Is kind of like the goal with that there. So FNS is going to walk through smoke on timing, trying to get a kill. He's going to whiff. 2v4 situation. Crashies is still going to invest his ult. Zeppa is now confirmed 1 HP in the corner. Fade ult strips away your health. You slowly regain it over time. Ethan could use his stun in a position like this, take away this entire line, right? And then peek out and kill Zeppa, while Crashies can punish someone trying to trade a market. Anything like that could be good. But this gunfight being won, or being lost by Ethan was incredible. Vanity punish trying to help Zeppa. 2v3 situation. Rooney dies, reses. I mean, look at this. Moose with an actual hero play there. 2v1 situation. Crashies. Only a dart online. Same situation as last time, 2v1. Moose with a great tag. Throws dart, not removing. 3, 2, 1. Swing. Cloud9 are only 2 away. With Oxy falling on the entry to FNS. NRG are going to go up into the man advantage 5v4. They're going to move over with their ults, force Cloud9 into B main, into the spam battle, and it's going to be one for the record books. FNS with a huge kill here. 5v4, Zeppa planting the bomb, gets his Seekers online. He's going to immediately try to make a play. Gets a huge kill onto Sam. He's going to full blind Joe FNS here, who gets a full blind kill. Rolling Thunder's going to come through. Ethan's just trying to save their life. He could have held it there. 4v3 situation now, baiting the pings. Drill's going to go through. Spam smokes are going to be dropped. Moose is going to die early with Vanity getting tethered. They know they could be on. Spam is going through here. They do have to gamble and not commit all their ammo to it. Reload comes in. I don't know why no one is peeking with this utility and we're going in dry, but we are. Spam comes through, and we're to overtime. A 5-12 lead thrown away like that. Let's back it up and see what was online there for NRG and what they could have done better. First of all, Ethan panicked and he wasted his drill. when the smoke was up. No one was in a position to punish the right side, and in that time, Vanity retook the right space. He also has 2 flashes online with a tether. Tether's going to be thrown with the flash. No one's defusing, right? If we're going to invest this utility, maybe at least try to half it. I'm not fully sure. I think that we should just tap, to be honest, and we should just try to get ready to brute force this smoke with a flash coming through, right? So you've used a lot of utility that's accomplished completely nothing, right? We didn't tether nade combo. No one peeked off of the flash. They have kind of infinite smoke eco here. We can't just sit here and win the spam battle with them. We need to go in there and trade them out eventually, right? FNS on his 3rd kill of the round, on for an ace potentially. Trying to sound bait. Flash is going to go through. Double reload is going to happen. Then they're going to face the smoke. And in that time, no one came through. So now they're just ready to fight again. Easy lineup for Rooney, easy lineup for Vanity, and we're in overtime. So by the way, NRG has taken a timeout before they get into this round. Chet had 60 seconds to talk about some sort of plan that he wanted to do. I do want to let everyone know that Cloud9 has never lurked, and they have never rewrapped. They have done hits, they have done splits, they have done pumps into go-backs. I have no idea who thought this was a good idea or who called for this. But I want you to pay attention, specifically to Crashies and Ethan in the majority of this round, and how much fucking time they waste rotting away on the A-bomb site, putting themselves in a completely unwinnable situation. B is being bolstered a little bit. They're putting Victor over here with Som and FNS, and the trips are being used for info, so they can make some sort of crossfire or anything like that can be good. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Flash for elbow. Crashy's going to trade his Prowler. It's going to get hit on the ledge, and it's not going to go deep, so he's going to need to jump spot. He sees nothing. Cloud9 are going up to top mid. They hear Victor rotating. They're going to break the trip on the time that he cuts sound. This is actually really well played from Victor. He faked the A rotate, and then he came back when there was nothing A, and he actually catches his Vanity off guard there. Oxy with a big trade. Moose holding Oxy's back, and Oxy's just getting really loud here and just scaring him. So he's trying to reveal the positions of the B players, right, for his B main walk up. That's kind of like what his goal is here. And as you can see, they're kind of like, you know, not interested in going towards B and or not going towards A like anymore in this moment. They're kind of like committing to this idea. So when something like this happens, what is going on with this? What is going on with this when FNS is sitting in a corner like that and Som's stuck in the bomb site, right? Like what are we doing here? Crash is going to commit to the flank and the push through. Ethan's going to give all of top mid and get back to him. But in that time, Som and FNS are playing for the bomb site. A huge mistake. Look what's online for retake here. They have no paranoia. They have no tripwires to defend this. Their top mid is exposed. They're going to sit in sight and cower like baby birds waiting for their mother to come and feed them. And Cloud9 is just going to feast on this. FNS with 1 decides to start running while he's shooting. Can't get another. Trade it out. Crashies breaks the trip. Information is kind of revealed. Ethan. SOS. Light the fire on the beach. Help! Help! Like, that's what Crashies is screaming right here. Dude, where the fuck is this guy? What is this guy looking for? 3v2 situation. Crashies is revealed on the flank. Breach is unknown. Breaks the door. Breach is found. Oxy's going to try to angle out here and cheese him. Doesn't go for it. Perfect. This is the discipline you need from a player like this, okay? He just runs away now and he plays the advantage. It's perfect. Moose is in a position where Ethan does not know where he is. Perfect fight. 3v1. Low utility. If anybody can do it, I'm not surprised if he, you know, can. This guy pulls this stuff off a lot. Gets the first 1v1. Camera was broken. Jiggle's going to come through. They see that he's off. They can play 1v1s here. He knows that it's over. There's nothing he can do. And he gets one. Moose wide swing. Closes it out. And we're going to see some crazy emotion here from NRG. I'm surprised they even put this on the camera. But oh, they actually just took it away. I think it was in the replay. I see Victor rip all of his headset and his earbuds out, throw them on the ground, and Crashy started slamming his desk. But, you know, definitely one of the most exciting series I've ever watched in this game, to be honest with you. So the first thing I want to showcase here before I go over the stats, before any of the NRG guys get too mad at me, or maybe you've even blocked me and muted my channel or whatever it is, I respect the hell out of FNS for what he did. And I tweeted it here when he lost the game. I mean, everybody shits on this guy. I feel like a lot of people make fun of this guy. I do poke fun and make some jokes in these reviews as well, because that's just kind of like the style that I have. FNS is actually someone who's taught me to not take stuff like that personally. So it's all in good fun. At the end of the day, this guy could have streamed. He could have retired. He could have did whatever he wanted, but he came back out of passion for the love for the game and his teammates and the scene, whatever it might be. And I really respect that, and I hope that the people who watch this video and understand him do as well. He only had a couple months to work with this team. He came off from a really, really long break. He did not look his best whatsoever, but nonetheless, he stepped up and he wasn't afraid of the challenge, and you got to respect that. Look at the stats here. As you can see, it was a pretty bad day for Crashies. Only coming in at this 22 assist margin. Him and Zeppa were kind of battling in a little bit of a mid off. They were kind of just doing nothing other than throwing utility. Sam continues to show that this guy's a pretty top mechanical player in the region. Whether you want to consider him as you want, streamer, pro, whatever it is. I think FNS had a pretty good day. It started on ASCENT where he was actually fragging out. He did 13 and 10. Never mind. He started a little hotter, I believe, but quieted down throughout the day. But I think that this game really just comes down to this Victor-Oxy matchup. Victor has shown over time that he doesn't really have this X factor to play duelist at the level that you need to have in franchising. I think that Victor is a little more similar to someone like Icy, who I don't want to say relies on a system, because they are both flashy players who can have insane moments. But in terms of the utility and the setup, that's where they really shine. People like Jonah P, Trent, and Valen enabling Icy to play. Okay, people like Ethan, Victor, or sorry, people like Ethan, FNS, and Crashies enabling Victor to play. But his kind of opping and ability to take over a game has never really been there for me watching him this season. And I think that role problems have kind of troubled this roster for a while now. Outside of that, that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry for everybody in the background. But nonetheless, again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys want to get better at the game, join my Discord. Check out the options I have for coaching. I got more breakdowns coming. I've been trying to watch party games. So again, make sure you're with me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TDogWow. It's in the description below. Head over there, follow. I appreciate you. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next one. T-Dog out of here. Deuces.